Hi, dear customers. So we are Iranian Machinery. I am Rosa.
I'm Jason.
Okay, today we will do a live streaming video mainly for the MGO board production line loading. You can see we are doing the loading now. So it is the video, and we will give you a whole introduction about how we do the loading and what did we do to guarantee the loading can be successful. Actually, there's a lot of job need to be done. So maybe first thing, Jason will give you some information about the loading plan.
Yes, right. For a whole production line, for the MG board machine line, it is a very big project, and it contains a lot of the machine parts. And for example, for this project, it used around over 21 containers for this whole delivery. So for this delivery, we need to prepare a lot of things before we arrange the shipment. So
this is the loading plan.
Yeah, you can see these some drawings.
3D simulation.
Yes, we do some simulation of different parts to put into the containers, so that in advance we could know in which container we put which part, and we try to use all the space in all the containers, so that we can save the cost and space of the containers.
Yeah.
So for this simulation and loading arrangements for this whole production line, it is a very big project and needs a lot of work, and not just one or two engineers can finish this work. In fact, for this simulation, it needs around a whole team.
Because we plan to do at least 4 days loading. This is a whole complete big project. Yeah. Today we plan to do the loading of 6 containers. So in our live streaming video, there are 2 topics. The first one is we will introduce a whole loading process, and especially before loading, what job we do, so that guarantee the loading can be successful. This is the first topic. And second one is we will give you some introduction about our MGO board machine new technology. There are some very attractive points. I think you will be very interested. So first, let's start it from the loading plan. In the first part, Jason will share with you again about our loading plan.
Yes. If you have know some information about the MG board production line, it is a very big project. And for this whole project, it use over 21 containers for delivering all the machineries and the machine parts for running the production lines. So that when we deliver all the machine line, we will need to do a 3D simulation first.
Yeah.
To put all the machine parts into the containers.
Yeah.
To do an analysis, to we will have 3 guarantees for the delivery. Use all the space of the containers, and to keep every container under the limit of the weight, and all the space of the container was for all the machineries to save the space and cost for customers.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and when we design the plan for loading the machineries, we also have some considerations, like. Now we can load over 6 containers per day.
Yeah.
And we will load the containers when we make the plans. For example, today we need to load 4 containers.
Yeah. We are doing the loading now.
Yeah.
We already finished the 4 containers already.
Yes.
Today.
Yes. Since this morning until now, we already finished 4 containers loaded today. When we load containers, like one container is under the loading, and another container can be get prepared and make it ready for load the machine parts.
Yes, yeah.
So that one by one we can make it in a very high efficiency, and to save times and to give a very quick loading for the customers. So that's it. When you buy something, you may have the same feelings. When you pay the money, you want to get the product you buy as quick as possible.
Yes.
So you also can see from the camera that we have all the loading equipment.
这样的话，总我刚还有问题嘛？本来
Like the crane, like forklift.
Yeah.
So to yes. In fact, in our container we have load the.
你没有什么事，没有什么事不要给我打电话，我得一个手机呢。
Yeah, all the containers that we are loading for this project is the HQ. HQ, yeah.
Generally, it needs a HQ container and the open top container. Most of the containers are the IQ containers. So in our workshop, we also have all the equipment to do the loading, like the heavy forklift and the cranes. You haven't seen a forklift can forklift a whole containers on the truck.
Yeah, this forklift is 18 tons.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we can get closer into the workshop.
We have two ways. First one is we can use the cranes to pull up the containers and then do loading. Second way is to use the forklift. You can see we have 18 pounds forklift to lift the container and put the container onto the truck. In these days, all our team are focused on loading this project. Although tomorrow is the Mid-Autumn Festival in China, but we will have no holiday and everyone will focus on the packing and the loading, make the whole loading plan successful.
Yes, we are looking forward to this day for a long time.
Yes.
Every day counts.
专柜那边。
So we will move to container is under loading.
Now, and this will give you some information about how we do our loading plan. Usually, one day when we make the calculation how many containers we will load, we will use like 4, 6, 8 containers, not like the 3 or 5, the single numbers. The reason is because, for example, now we have 2 containers in our factory. This is the first one, and this is the second one. When the first one finished the loading, the second one started to do loading. You can see our workers are doing the loading now. All the machinery parts, all the machinery parts will be fixed. You can see there are some bundles. Very fast. You cannot see it clearly. We will use these bundles and also you can see this steel wire to fix the machinery. You can see our workers is doing the fix the machinery to guarantee that the machinery is safe when it arrives to the customer's factory.
Yes, it generally needs around 20 to 30 days on the ship to deliver to the customer site. So that we need to make sure the machinery is once more in the containers.
Yes. And also, for the loading plan, why we mentioned that there are lots of things need to be done before loading. We can give you a rough idea. Actually, before we really do the loading, for the loading plan, we need to do at least 20 days.
Yeah.
20 days to do a detailed loading plan.
Yes, most of our customers may think the loading process is very simple, just to put all parts into the container and then let it go.
Yeah.
So in fact, it contains a lot of details, and we need to consider in advance so that it will avoid a lot of issues for loading and delivery. So maybe also you can give some ideas and explanation to the customers how we do the design and the preparation for the loading.
Yes, that's right. So this one is a 3D simulation loading plan.
切。
This loading plan will be done by our technical department. Okay? This loading plan will be done by our technical department. But after technical department finished this simulation, and we will not directly do as they do, because the technical department does not know the sales department. Technical department does not know the if it is totally okay. So it means that after done the first simulation,
The first version of the design,
Yeah.
then we will gather several different departments.
right, like a sales,
Sales, after sales department, production, and also the engineering part.
yes, it means that the four departments sit down together to discuss if it is workable for this loading plan. Yes,
Each department have their considerations
Right,
from
right.
their point of view.
Yes.
Like the production department, they may think, like for example, now we are loading the parts. So when they check the design, they may consider that if this part can put into the container or not.
right, that's it. Small parts, full machinery. It is because we will put some tools and maintenance tools to this machine directly to a container area. So when customer do the unloading of this part, we will know. Okay, when they do the loading of this part, there are some tools needed.
Yes.
So there was no need to find everywhere for loading this part.
Yeah.
Everything we will put here.
Of course, we also have a detailed packing list for all the containers. So when the containers arrive at the customer site, they can check the packing list to find everything they need. And when we load the parts, we also have a one rule. That is, the part belongs to this different part. The small tools and parts belong to this. We will put them together so that the customer won't need to, when they find one thing, no need to open all the containers and to try to find it. So,
The reason why we can load 6 containers one day, just because we done lots of job before the loading, so that can guarantee it can be high. The loading. Sorry, it's too noisy in the factory.
yeah. So, as we shared that when we designed the first version of the loading plan, we will gather four departments together to discuss the loading plans, and they all give their opinions and suggestions to do the adjustment, so that this saves cost a lot of time and energy and effort to make this become more and more perfect. So for this plan, you including the 3D simulations. So not all the factories can do this,
Yes.
and not all the factory has the ability to do this.
Yes.
So we need to have all the teams and have the abilities to do discussion, 3D simulations, and to make it better.
Yes. Yes.
So if we can think it in this way, if we just to save time from our part, to just make a very simple plan.
yeah, no
and-
need to spend
Yes.
20 days.
Yes, just make a rough plan for some big parts. So So to get into several containers and then have all the details and small parts, we will do it. Yes, when in the loading. So that will cost times and could not guarantee we have the best loading process. Like when we make plans, like for example this time, when we do the simulation, we think we know that we will make we will use around 21 containers.
Yeah.
And finally, we will find out that we really only need to use 21 containers. So that is why we do the simulations. We have the loading process.
Yes, right. We always say that we are not only a machinery. Not only a machinery seller, but we are an integrated solution provider. So this detailed loading plan to help customers save lots cost on this. And also when customers do the unloading, they will know clearly which part in which container. It will be more easier for them to do the full loading and the installation.
Yeah.
We almost finished.
So the customer, yes, you can see the space is very near to the size of the containers. We almost use every space of the containers.
This is the fourth container. We do the loading today, and we can finish the loading very soon. And in this afternoon, we will finish the loading for the another 2 containers. And also, when we do the loading, there is another thing. Is for example, if we plan to do 4 containers loading, we will plan to do 2 containers loading is very simple, and another 2 containers is very complex. Because the machinery has different parts, and we are concerned if we do the full containers with a very complex process, maybe we are afraid we cannot totally finish the loading of 4 containers in 1 day. So when we arrange a loading plan, for example, if we loading 6 containers today, we are loading 3 containers very easy. Just the forklift will transport the machinery into the container. But there are another 3 containers will be relatively complex. Yes.
You also can see from the video that we load. In fact, this part is a part of the modular. But when customer unload the machineries, so they can do the installations very quickly.
Yeah, for the each of the machinery, we will, to check the after finishing space.
Yes, every leader has a loading plan drawings of this container.
可以下边放上地球。够了，不用赔了。这一球是多少钱？装完机 要9万关掉买多少呢？400多。
Yeah, our manager is discussing with the workers about the loading for the rest of this container. I will ask our manager to give you a simple introduction about what machinery part we are loading right now.
一下搅拌机，180搅拌机。
Yeah. In this container, we are doing the loading for the mixers, 1,000 liters, and also 180 liters mixer platform.
然后圆管是一个。
Yeah, some tubes. Totally is around 11,000 pounds.
然后就是装满机单独一台。
Yeah, this is loading.
Panel loading machine.
Yeah, loading machine. This container load this part. Okay, this one is finished loading. There's another thing we need to emphasize is about the safety. Our company attaches great importance on the safety, on the machinery safety and also workers' safety.
Yeah.
So actually, before we do loading, actually now you can see there are many workers here, but not every worker can do this loading job.
Yes,
Yes, usually we did a lot of work.
This would follow the guidance and the safety rules to do the loading process.
Okay, finish another container stuff. This is our inspection, our third-party inspection. Customers send the third-party people to do the installation for each machinery part.
Yeah.
Okay, just now we talked about the safety. Actually, our factory will do a lot of training for the workers on how to do the loading and each part. We will do a lot of training job so that guarantee the workers' safety. This is also very important part for during the loading process. Yeah.
So for the project, for our factory, we both do the domestic project and overseas project. Yes, so that we both have rich experiences for both two projects, both in the domestic and overseas. In fact, these two type of projects are different. So in the domestic market, we can use some simple flat trucks to deliver the material to the site. And for the overseas project, we need to use containers. So that will ask us to safety and careful attention to the whole process. And we not only do the 3D simulation for the loading plan, we also simulate the loading process, like how the forklift to put the machine parts into the container, how we use the cranes to load the containers. So this all include a lot of the details. That means we have to do a lot of our preparation and works before the real loading process.
Yes, right. These are some main information for doing the loading. So you can see that from the whole loading process, we think that you can feel that this is one of our, after sales service, one part. Yeah, just the loading, we will prepare a lot of job on it. So next part, I think we can give customers some introduction about our machinery and like our remote control.
Maybe we can do a very quick and simple
to show the machinery first. Okay.
Show the workshop.
Yes. Okay. We will give some simple introduction about the machinery part. Okay.
In fact, we before we have do detailed introduction in our workshop before, also through the live streaming videos.
Yes.
Later, we also can share that link again and to check.
In our factory now there are 3 lines to overseas market which will be shipped in next few months.
PVC mold.
PVC mold, yeah.
So for this size is for producing the Sota is 1,220 by 2,030. For
Yeah, for the PVC mold we use 7 millimeter. Thickness is a 7 millimeter PVC mold. And since we are a group company, we not only produce both the machinery and MGO cores. So we have a core experience in producing the pure salvage MGO cores. So all the PVC molds we buy from the same factory. This factory we buy the PVC mold for PVC MGO core, and also buy the PVC mold from the same factory.
yes, Ruth has shared that we also producing our machinery, so that for the raw materials and all the machine parts and all the accessories related to the production lines, including formulas, we have all the support, and no matter the technical, all the technology, all the raw materials.
Yeah. Yeah, right. For the PVC mold, usually
What?
just now you see there's a small space for this container. We are loading this part. Okay, I check with the this is the control cabinet. 电箱 electrical
Control box.
Yeah, electrical control box. We'll put it here. You can see we will use this pallet. At the bottom because this electrical box could not be put on directly on the container directly because we think that maybe after it moves, it's easy to make damages. So you can see we use this steel wire to fix this electrical box. And on the electrical box, we can put this. These are the tools, right? These are tools for
Yes, some wires and some parts will need it to install in the control box.
你来转一下。
These will be loaded in maybe next to tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and some are for other projects.
Yes. Just maybe you can give a customer some introduction like this kind of a model, Yes, actually, in a few years ago, know this kind of a type, and all are just a single silo. Each part a single silo, and then we use this kind of combination. Okay.
Yes. At first, we take these parts apart and into small parts and load into the containers. But we found that it will be very complex and cost a lot of time when we arrive at the site to do the installations.
Yeah.
So then we try to find the solutions. We also do a lot of simulations and to make a model and to have a modular part in the powder side to put the material into the mixture, so that you can see the sensors and wires into this
All
part.
connected.
Yes. So when the customer receives this part, they just need to collect some wires, and to screws to tie something together. Then it's done. So no need to do the weldings. Small parts all already done before delivery.
Yes, right. So our target for producing the whole line is to make the job as simple as for customers. So for example, like this, every wire already finished the connection. And when customers we will also loading this part together into the container. When customers do the unloading, they can also unload it together directly. Also, you can see this part. This part inside this machinery. Yes, all this,
There's some empty space inside it, so that save some space and cost to customers.
这是实验室仪器，抗热机。
Here you can see this our control cabinet. All have the English, both the English version and Chinese version. Yes. So this maybe for this part we can give customers some introduction about our remote system.
Yes.
Okay.
So for most of the factories in this field, they only can do a simple control box. So to control this part. But for us, we have a whole control system. So it has a central control cabinet. So to connect all the parts together and to gather the information. Every part has the sensors and a small control part to gather the information and to transfer the sensor information to the main control part. So the main control part can analyze the running of the production lines. And if one part has met some issues, so the main control part can put the error information on the screen. And the engineers can read from the screens. And now we also upgrade this whole system. Now we can have a remote control system. So the information can deliver it from customer side. If the customer's factory has the internet, they can transfer the data to our factory, to our engineering department. So when the customer met some wrong issues, even they are in different countries, maybe we are at the end of this place on Earth, and they are another side. So, but we still can read the information of this production line running. And the most important thing is when we get the information, we can gather our engineers here immediately to discuss and provide the whole solutions. Before, of course, we also can send some engineers to the customer side directly, but that will cost time. That will cost time and money, and every time when she or two engineers, they may need some days to check all the parts and to check different parts to know the reason. But now we have a whole team sit together and read the data and to discuss together, so that one team can do a lot better than one or two persons.
So this is just to give the introduction about our remote controls cabinet. So the reason why we developed this system is, for our customer, when they set up a project, one of their biggest concerns is that if my machine needs some problems, how to solve it. They worry that they need to stop the whole production line and just wait to solve this issue. But they are very far, and we are in China, and they are in the overseas market. It's too far how to solve this issue. Maybe in the past years, we can maybe like a video call and try to solve, but it is very low efficient. So in 2 years ago, we developed this remote system. It means that we can see all the whole production process for customers' factory at our side. In the platform, we can see all the production processing when customer meet a problem, we can directly check the screen, and then we will know what's the problem, so we can help customer solve the problem in a very short time.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a very attractive things for customers. We will have no this concern. So for example, now we are doing loading for our customers, and when they get the machine, when they after finish installation, commissioning, after the running the machine, and of course we will send our engineers to help them to do the installation, commissioning, everything. After our engineers back to China, some problems we can also help them solve in a very short time. So no issues for customer on this part. Yeah.
That is our philosophy, as we provide the integrate all systems to the customers, no matter the machinery, controls, and also the services. So one turnkey, we can provide a turnkey solution to the customers.
Yes, right. Actually, we are also keep updating the technology. You know, now and our remote control system can check the whole production process for the customer's factory, right? And actually, we are now trying to update some new technologies. Means that we can directly see their formula, customer's formula, and customer also can know their formula directly, so that it can guarantee the formula is very scientific. And also some maintenance. For example, if we check that we serve if you need to do some maintenance at a fixed time, but you did not do it, the machinery will remind you. There's an alarm system that will remind you. These are some new technology doing that.
There are some options. So for our production line, most of the customers know that we are producing the MG board machine lines. So in fact, for our MG board machine lines, we also can producing the new type of the fiber cement board and the new type of the fiberless gypsum board.
Yes, this is a very interesting topic. Customer may know. We think that after finishing the loading for this container, we can find a quiet area to give customers more introduction about how the MDO board product line can produce the fiber cement board and also the paperless gypsum board.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see our managers are checking the loading plan.有买家进入直播间了。Each machinery part loading will take pictures. Each single part will take the pictures to keep the record. Our engineers are discussion. And now this part is about sulfate liquid metering system. Metering system.
过一个把手指朝你干靠，把你弄那个挂挂这种啊，不对，不是这种啊，你把手拿这种啊。
聊个大的问 了呢啊！哎呀，哎，那个等一会有什么我直播了给他们。哎呀，太客气了，太时间了。行行，哎，好，行，谢谢哈，哎，好，哎。
Okay, we will go outside to give you more information about MGO board and also MGO board production line. We're using fiber cement board and paper is gypsum board.
啊，第4个柜子来了，有5个吗？
New container already coming. This is the finished containers to come to the factory. Okay, so this maybe we can give customers more introduction about the MGO board machine to produce the fiber cement board.
So these are based on the steam production technology.
Yeah.
It's a raw flat production process. All the raw materials on the mold and use the rollers to make them flat and into target thickness. So when the gypsum board is a very common and popular product in the building market. So it is very cheap, but there has some disadvantages like the water resistance.
Yeah.
Totally no water resistance, very weak, very less stronger, not stronger. So that from our production technology and machineries produce the paperless gypsum board. It can achieve a very high strength and also water resistance, and it also, of course, it is paperless.
Yes.
So that this is a very new and advantage technology in the gypsum board market.
Yes.
And additionally, the gypsum mines is very widely around the world. So that for the customers who are already in this market or who want to get into this market, this is a very good news and advantage technology for them.
Yes, right. Just now we also give you an introduction that we produce both the MGO board machine and the MGO board. So why the MGO board is more and more popular in these years? I think from 5 years ago, it's MGO board becomes more acceptable and for customers. The biggest advantage for MGO board is it is A1 fireproof. Okay, besides A1 fireproof, there's a lot of other characteristics or other advantages like it's environmental friendly. This is a very important point why people choose the MGO board. Now since in the whole world, the carbon dioxide reduce the carbon dioxide is already become the whole trend for the overseas market. So in each country, and governments try to promote some projects, try to promote some building materials which is environmental friendly. So MGO board becomes the first priority. Yes. So the market, no matter in our domestic China market or in the overseas market, MGO board market share is increased a lot actually. So since there are some unstable things like the freight costs or some like COVID, this pose an alert to customers. So they prefer to set up the project to produce the MGO board by themselves. Yeah, this is the reason why they want to set up a line to produce by themselves. And from our side, for the MGO board, there are different